rather than loneliness. Okay, we can flip these words, what the human languages give us. So rather than feeling lonely, we can say, okay, I'm having alone time. Okay, because that alone time is what we all need sometimes. Okay, and this is what they're bringing to you, Bernadette. Right then, I've got somebody I want to give you the name Arthur. So please watch where that is. But I want things clearing. They've just swept things out of the way for you. Okay. But the guide is calling out to you, and I've got to use them words. The guide is saying, the guide is calling out to you. Your guide is calling out to you. I know I'm repeating it, but it's him what's repeating it. I'll be honest with you, I can't stand it when people repeat information on a message. It's not that I can't stand it, but you know. And he's saying, tell her we're calling out to her, which means they want you to continue to get close to them. Okay. Now, I know a lot of you guys out there use cards, so I'm borderline here but I have to give what has been shown. Okay. And Spirit will just lay cards in front of you. Now then, I also want to talk about the clears. Okay. If I start doing readings, you go, that's why you got the cards. That's why they want you to get close to it, and the cards are in front of you. Okay. Forget the external, Bernadette. Okay, that's what they're saying with this. There's no competition in spirit, so no medium should be in competition either. Okay, I know some can't help it, but it is what it is. Spirit go, there's no competition. Okay, each one of us and every medium, every psychic, every human soul what's opening up is absolutely beautiful and unique. Okay, we don't need to go into competition with each other. So it's like, forget what everybody else is doing. Don't compare. No comparison. They're saying, all right. And they're saying, we've got you. And I've just seen them with a big hook, and they've hooked you, Bernadette. So it's all about your guide at this minute. I want to say, I'm going to come back to the clears in a moment. But from your guide is saying, the year for you this year is going to be a lot to do with the guide. Although I've noticed a lot of companies, yeah. The year is saying, the guide is saying, part of this year, at least, if not most of it, will be you and the connections with your guides, plural. Okay, not just the one, others. Okay, you do know of at least 2 or 3, because they're saying they're standing here like from steaming things in. Okay, you have got an Oriental guide, and that's where sometimes when you sense that particular guide come close, you feel that calmness, and he wants you to feel into it. Okay, he wants you to feel into that calmness and that peace, what he brings, Bernadette. Okay, because what happens is it's not as if Spirit are just bringing theirs and we're using theirs. That's not the way it works. As they bring their calm and peace around us, that triggers our inner peace and our inner calm, and it ripens, it brings it to the surface. Okay, so in that you're gonna have, it's like you'll sense a lot more peace. Okay, right then. I've got to give you the name Charlie. Okay, Charlie's like Charlie. I don't want to say Charlie Chaplin, but there's somebody funny around you. They don't want to drop too much onto the material, what's going on with you, Bernadette. Okay. They're saying we can give her some bits, but she already knows this, Colin, anyway. It's the spiritual frequencies what we want to kind of give over to her. Okay. And please remember, we understand there's been certain losses as we perceive, as human minds perceive losses, okay? And Spirit's saying, we understand there's been losses, but in every loss, there's a gain, okay? And I know there's a gentleman here and a lady stepping behind him coming from this side. And they both say, acknowledge her and want to be acknowledged and saying hello to you. And the lady especially has just stepped straight past, like gently through this gentleman, okay? And she's saying, tell her I love her, Colin. I need to tell her I love her, and I'm here and around her, and she knows. And it's like she's showing me you smiling right at this minute as she stepped in forward, okay? I'm going to pull back. She just said, tell her a whale's the air oyster, Colin, okay? My dad and my grandmother. Well, the world is your oyster at the minute, Bernadette. Okay, no holding back. Okay, stoke them coals. And I'm looking at a plane, so it's like just fly with it. Okay, just literally flight, take off. Okay. Lots of love, Bernadette. Thank you so much for joining us. I've got a feeling we're going to have a conversation. Anyway, thank you so much. It'd be nice to. Well, let's have a look. So for those who have just joined us, hello, thank you so much. Again, I just want to say to everybody, thank you to Veronica Jenkins and Stacey Shaw. For those who have just joined us, Helen Fabian, Happy New York. Yeah, Happy New York, New York. Helen Fabian, hopefully he's still here. Hi, Helen. Now then, let's have a look. I've got a gentleman, I'm going to go for it, Helen. So hopefully you're listening. Please say yes or no to everybody. Please answer as quickly as you can. Just yes or no. Yeah, or whatever you put. Anyway, Helen, I've got a gentleman step in, okay? Oh, I really dislike this, but we have to do it. That's what we have as channels. Okay, so I've got a cancerous condition going through my stomach and a higher part of my stomach as well. Okay. So I know there's a cancerous condition connected with you in spirit, not somebody here, in spirit. Okay. And this gentleman's coming around you, Helen, and he wants to say thank you. Okay. And he's tipping his hat to you as a gentleman would. Okay. I have got a grandfather figure as well as this gentleman. So there's two of them here. All right. And I want the name Tom, and I also want the name Arnold or Harold. It came in that fast. Okay. Hi, Helen. Thanks for joining us. Right then. You would know somebody, this gentleman he's kind of doing this to his face. He's getting me to do this, like, I need to think, Colin. Okay, so what he's doing is bringing this mindfulness around. It's like, before you do things, he wants you to think. Just press pause and think about things, okay? Because it's new year, new ventures, etc. And he wants you to know he's there. But somebody exceptionally close is calling out to me, Helen, saying, Colin, please say thank you to her. Please say thank you, okay? And she'll know why. We can open the details. Looked after them, etc. But they just wanted to say a big thank you to you, Helen, okay? I wish I wouldn't do this to my teeth. Now I've got something, I don't know, something's going on with somebody's teeth, Helen, or somebody had false teeth, okay? They've just brought a dog next to me. Okay, so I know there is a dog past the spirit. Okay, what would have been around you, Helen? If you can just quickly answer yes, no, or you don't know, so we can keep up with everything. And you're getting a nice little nudge forward, Helen. Okay, from the world of spirit. Okay, I've paused for a reason. They've got me to pause for a reason. They're telling me you would know somebody who passed before Christmas, who took the transition before Christmas, Helen. Okay. And for some reason, they want to say everything's good. They got over safely. We've got them. They're around us. Okay. And they're bringing a lot of healing, a lot of light, and a lot of energy around people here on the airplane for that. Okay. And with that, I've got to leave you because Spirit's going to try and keep sparking. Thank you so much, Helen. Have a beautiful new year. Thank you so much. Car Woodland. Hi, Car. Car. CA. Yes. Hello, Car. I'm doing rough anyway. Right, I don't. She's here. Somebody just got. Yes, she's here. She was going to do something, Colin. I don't know if he was going to watch telly and not bother coming on here. Car. Can I call you Car? Okay. I don't know what on earth to call you, to be honest. It's funny as anything. Right. I'm going to give you this. I've been shown a ladder, a step ladder. Okay, so there's caution around step ladder. It's brilliant, isn't it? Start a message off by being cautious, right? But it's more about the symbolism of a ladder. Okay, and it's like sometimes it's like you're climbing a ladder. Okay, energetically, spiritually, in life, etc. But sometimes it gets a little bit heavy. It's like, oh, hang on. I need a break. And other times, on other occasions, it's easy. It's like we just keep going with a bit of ease. And what Spirit's saying is, we've got this wave of energy, what you're tapping into. So it will be easy 1 minute and hard the next. And they're just telling you to breathe, okay? Because I can see you arranging stuff around you, doing things by hand. Like that needs sorting, that needs sorting. And I'm like busy. if that makes sense. Please answer me yes or no if you can. If you will, okay. Now then, somebody's on the typewriter because my fingers are going like I don't know, like the clappers. Okay, so somebody's like typing and then the phone, boom, 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 boom. Okay, and Spirit are laughing their heads off. Okay, now then, Kat, I believe I've got your mother here. Okay, and she's writing the, I'm going to say Mary, but it's probably Margaret or something, but she keeps writing the letter M out. Okay, please type in and answer me yes or no if you will, Kat. Otherwise, I'm going to move on. I need that little bit just to make sure you're here and I'm not talking to a brick wall. Okay, sorry. Where are we? Yay, yeah. Okay. We can't find her. Where's she gone? Where was the last message? Can't be held up. Okay. Right. I'm going to take that. You're still here. Can you please let us know that you're still here, please? I'll press the pause for a couple of seconds. Ready? Right. Oh, I'm going to pull away if you don't answer. I'm going to. Yes, she's still here. Oof. That was close. I was just about to move on. So please go for it, Carol. Right, because I've got beautiful energy with Spirit for you coming around. Okay. Now then, it's like, oh, somebody just wants to keep itching as if I've got all right. You know when Spirit's around you because you get you get this cold shiver and all that sort of stuff going on, like you get. But somebody in Spirit wants to get a little bit philosophical with you, Cat. Okay, because it's almost like they don't want to slow me down, but they want to use the correct words. And what they're saying to you is, we tell her we're going to give her the words she needs to speak, Colin. Okay, she just needs to let us in. Okay. All I can see, they keep putting you in a kitchen or household environment where your hands are non-stop around, I don't know, putting the kettle on, washing the pots or doing whatever, and then typing on the computer, etc., etc. Okay, it's like they're laughing because you're like, you can't keep still sometimes, Colin. Okay, does this make sense to you? I'm going to pull away because one of the things they want to say before I do leave you, okay, is they're going to help clear your energies, okay? Because I've felt them sweep through my energy field, and they're going to help clean your energies, okay? When I say clean, it's not as if you're dirty. I don't mean that. They're going to sweep through it so you've got some clarity, because sometimes it's a bit of a judge, okay? Please remember, for some reason, it's important that you remember this. Please remember, everything, ride the waves. Everything comes in waves. Okay, so it's like 1 minute we have to move, and next minute is pause, then move and pause. Okay, and you'll get this rhythm and pattern going, right? Somebody just handed you, funny enough, some kind of statue or figurine as a Christmas present. Okay, somebody's talking about this Christmas present, and a lady just called out and said, "Tell her about the jewelry, Colin. Tell her about the box, the old jewelry box, what we used to have." And she took me straight up some stairs somewhere into a room. Okay, and pointed. It was up there, and she can remember this, Colin. Okay, and the old newspapers, etc. So there's memories coming back. And as I'm saying this, part of these memories is yourself when you was younger. I can see you by water. I don't know whether it's a village pond or a lake somewhere, but they're just placing you near some water. Okay, and bringing all those beautiful memories back for you. I've got to say bye-bye. Thank you so much. Take all their love, Kat. Right, okay, let's have a look. Oh, twice I've seen it. Okay, Hannah, please. Okay, can I just say to everybody, please don't tell me anything. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Right, but I have got to come to Hannah. I'm not even going to read. I've got to read it. Hannah, hi, Hannah. Okay, let's see where we go with this, Hannah. Okay, I'm going to try and ignore what you've put, even though I've got to read it. Okay, right. So just let's see who's coming in. Right. The first thing I've got, Hannah, is I've got somebody who's just giving me the shakes a little bit. as if I'm slightly nervous. I've got a nervous twitch or something. Okay. And it's like, and I want to stretch off me. I want to clear myself. And it's like, I want to, you know, like a dog, when a dog comes out of water, when it's been in a puddle or, you know, whatever, and it comes out and it shakes its body. Okay. It just throws it off and it's like almost dry almost immediately. This is what they want you to do. It's like, shake these conditions off, Hannah. Okay. Just shake them off and you'll find that the energy will get transformed. Okay. Right. You can't take it. Don't worry. I'm just going to take what you can, what you can't. It's okay, Anna. Okay. Now then, because I'm feeling as if, look at it symbolically then, Anna. It's like, this is what Spirit's saying. Some of the conditions we carry, our hurts and pains, etc. Okay. We need to shake them off just to give us a bit of breathing space. Ideally, we need to let go of them, i.e. transform that energy. And on this note, I'm going to do a slight thing. Tomorrow, Spirit, we are going to hold, and it's open to the general public. Tomorrow at 1 p.m, we're going to hold a letting go process session. It's going to last between an hour and a half and 2 hours, and it's open to everybody. And Spirit specifically asked that we put this thing on. I normally do it as a retreat, a full weekend retreat, but for some reason, so this will be the first time it's been publicly available for people. So if anybody wants to jump on it, jump on it, because this is what they're trying to do with you, Anna. They want you to transform the energy as it comes in, transform it, and they're putting reading and books in front of you. Okay, that's okay. I meant to say, I can't say, I know this one, Anna. It's okay, you understand. You're in the right space with us all. Okay, just going to say hello to Patrick. I've just noticed his name. Hi, Patrick. So, transformation, clearing transformation. Okay. Also, I want to say there's somebody here deeply who really loves you, okay? And they're bringing you that comfort and that upliftment and that love, okay? And they're showing me a shirt for some reason or a top, whatever that top is. They've just gone straight to my shirt. And he's like, tell her about the top, Colin. Tell her about the top, okay? There's a specific, and I can see the red in this top. And somebody just handed me some flowers and I want to give you these red flowers, Anna, okay? There could be roses, could be anything. I don't know what they are, but it's red flowers, okay? Right. Let's have a look. They're going to come to you in your dreams, okay? So what's where you get quite strong stuff in your dreams, Anna, okay? This is all about, they keep taking me to your auric field, okay? Or as I call it now, field of energy, okay? And they're going to place you in a location, Anna, where you can benefit and receive some healing from somebody, whether it's spiritual healing, hands-on, or, now they've got me to pause. If you can, put yourself into, a lot of spiritual teachers will do spiritual healing, hands-on. You'll find that really beneficial. If not, Reiki is going to be brought to you, okay? Oh, and just before I pull back, they've just shown me some kind of little ritual space. And when I say ritual, I mean in a positive way, like the Buddhist have, and some other spiritual religions or beliefs. And basically, I've got small items, okay? And it's like a little altar, okay? If you've had any thoughts about creating an altar, go for it, Anna, okay? I've got a beautiful lady coming in, and she wants to speak to you, but she's saying, we know that we ain't got time here, Colin. But she says, but when the moment's right, words will come out of somebody's mouth to talk to you, Anna, okay? And she's just wiping these tears away from you, okay? Whatever you do, imagine yourself on the hand of Spirit. Spirit's lifting you up. And as you go through 2026, somebody just said, tell her not to take any prisoners. You have to remember that. i.e., try not to grab hold of anything. What really is not going to stay. It's just doing an altar recently. Well, really do it, Anna. It'll be absolutely beneficial for you, okay? And take 26 by, just grab hold of it and go, nothing is going to stop me from going forward this year. And that is assertive, almost intention, very strongly intentions, okay? And stick to it. Somebody just said, tell her to stick to her guns and not be distracted, Colin. That's all we're asking for her, okay? And your guides will coming in because they've just said, one of your guides or two of them has just said, she's asking about us, Colin. She's asking about the guides. So between this lady and the guides, okay, around Joanna, what the guides are saying is to just let her know we're around her. We'll be coming in and out and maneuvering her mind and thoughts and consciousness, etc., and presenting new aspects of spiritual matters to you, okay? And they're saying, ask her to embrace them. I've got to move. Thank you so much, Anna. Absolutely beautiful. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Right, so we're going to now shorten, we're halfway through. We're going to shorten the messages now. Okay, Alison Turnbull. Alison, funny enough, I've got to give you the name Jackie because the name Jackie is just below you. So thank you so much, Stacey, for really helping me behind the scenes. Alison, right, I've got to give you the name Jackie or Jack. Okay, Guy. I've got a gentleman here who said Jack. Just tell her Jack. She'll take the Jackie, but tell her about Jack as well. I don't know if it's an Uncle Jack, to be honest. Right, let's have a look. Alison. Right, as they're showing me the scene of you, I'm seeing your mother to the left of your shoulder. She's showing me an old handbag, which was leather style, but I don't know if it was actually leather. Okay, and it's got this little gold clip on it. Okay, it's got the long strap on it, and she's talking about these memories. And as she's opened it, I've got to give you an old hare's foot for good luck. And then I'm connecting to bingo. So going back, there was a character, a person in your life, maybe your mother, what like bingo and had them old superstitions, not in a bad way, and you know, which they carried them, but the lucky hare's foot. Okay. Yes, thank you. So I want to say to you, as I'm looking at you and looking at your mum behind you, and she's rubbing her hands. She's just like as if she's got some kind of condition, skin like eczema or something. And then also I've got almost an arthritic condition. Okay, she's absolutely beautiful soul. And then she just like put herself in the kitchen, baking, cooking, etc. And I can see the old stove in the kitchen, which was quite rare, but many years ago they just put the kind of like what was called the combustion, the fireplace was in the kitchen, and it's toasty in the winter. It's like toasty. So they're bringing all that warmth of love and memories from many years ago, Alison. Okay, but I know there's somebody standing to the right of you behind you, gentleman, what's not showing himself too clear because he's been very respectful and letting this lady come first. Okay, let's have the hare's foot. Right, they're both around you, Alison. Okay. So one of them just said she's got no reason, Colin. Now she's got no reason for this year. No reason. She's like she's been preparing herself for the last, I'm going to say 3 to 5 years. They've given me, especially 5 years. Over the last 5 years, Alison, there's been whatever conditions and experiences she's gone through. I want to say virtually all of it has been preparation for this year. And they're saying now she can just let loose with everything. Okay, just before I do come back, pull back, I've got a gentleman. He's just pulled me back, and he's just buttoning his shirt up, putting his tie up. The lady's walked up just to straighten his tie for him. He's put a jacket on, and he's tightening his jacket up, and he went, right, okay, as if I've smartened up. Let's go. And that's what I'm saying to you, Alison. Let's go. That's your dad. Yeah, blue. I'm going to give you bluebells. Okay. Thank you so much, Alison. Please take all the love. Okay. Right then. Don't keep going round in circles. Right. Sorry, I've just got to scan back up because there was people who came on. Lizzie, Elizabeth Lux. I'm going to come to Lizzie. Wow. They stopped me at your name, Lizzie. Right. I'm really sorry. I need to cough. Let me just mute. Oh, I've got to go. They're going to get me to move to a different frequency for Lizzie. Right then, let's all on. Okay. Right, Lizzie, this is what I want to do. I've got somebody here scratching my head. It's Elizabeth Luxe as in Luxor. We're in a retreat or event in Luxor in April, guys, if anybody's interested. So Lizzie, I want to scratch my head and all like, So I want somebody in spirit. 2 things, Lizzie. Somebody in spirit, gentleman, male person, dressed quite smartly, has some kind of head condition, condition within the head. Now, I don't want to say within the mind, but they brought the mind in as well. Okay, so there was a specific, I'm going to say it, almost bordering on a brain condition, and then that kind of dulled the mind, so to speak. So there's a lot of activity going up here, Lizzie. Okay, I hope she's still here. Are you still here, Lizzie? Please let us know. Let's have a look. I don't know me. Sorry, everybody about this. Right, Lizzie, I'm just going to fire away. So that gentleman is here around you, Lizzie. Okay. I do know Lizzie, and I know she does channeling, etc. So there's a new guy going to be stepping in, Lizzie, because he's saying over there in the future, which is March. He's giving me March. Watch around March time, Lizzie. There's going to be a shift or change. Okay. And I'm going to leave it at that and keep moving if I can. Carol Bristow, lovely to have you with us, Lizzie. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Carol Bristow. Carol, I've got to this. I'm just going to give you the ridiculous things on spirit. I've got a lady and a gentleman come together for you, Carol. Okay, and they've just placed a white rat, or no, a rabbit in front of you. Okay, and behind, to the side of you, they show me a dog sitting with you, comfortably resting next to you. Carol, I don't know whether the dog is present now or in spirit. And as I'm saying it, they've just gone, the dog's up here with us, Colin. Okay, I've got a connection to horses, so I don't know whether, let's see what they're saying with these horses. Two things, so either yourself or family, some family live near some stables, race course or something, but I also want a gentleman, because I'm being shown the Grand National, so I know a gentleman would have liked horse racing, having his a little bet now and again. This is for Carol Bristow. Okay, are you still with us, Carol? Please say yes or no. Okay. Now then, as far as the horse racing is concerned, woof. Okay, somebody's laughing. I want a donkey. Why would they bring a donkey in, Carol? Okay. And I want the noise it makes. Neigh. Like, I'm not going to do it any more than that. So can I say to you at the moment, Carol, there's a question mark. What Spirit is saying is she's thinking things, Colin. They're saying to me, she's thinking, like she's turning things over, and they've just said, just say no at the moment, Carol. Just press, and it's not a no, but it's more to press the pause. Okay. So they don't want you to make a move as such in this moment. Okay. And I have got a gentleman who has got a wicked sense of humor. I really like his sense of humor. So you'll know him by his sense of humor, Carol. Okay. He even played with having a mustache at one point in his life, and they got rid of it. He went, well, that didn't work, Colin. That was no good for me. Okay. He worked with his hands because I've got this kind of strength in my forearm. So whatever he did, he had quite a grip on his hands. Okay. And he could work with. I nearly said he can work with tools, but specific tools. Okay, right. And I've got the smell of oil and grease. So I want some kind of mechanical factory, i.e. metal, as if I'm working in a steel works or metal works or something like that, Carol. Okay. And I can smell the furnace now. So I know there is somewhere. I almost want to go to Sheffield, to be honest. So I want somewhere what had some kind of a town or city in England what had some kind of industrial base employment, what a lot of the town or city would have gone and worked there. Okay, I'm going to leave his love with you, Carol. Take care. Thank you for joining us. Claire Plummer, Claire. Now then, Claire, can I just ask you? Can I ask you? No, I'm not going to ask you. Claire, I've had somebody. Oh, okay then. You would know somebody in spirit what used to have a eye patch, a patch over his eyes. One of his eyes, okay? Memory, that's going to be quite a strong memory for you. I want somebody who used to work in some kind of department store. They've shown me a department store, and I'm going back sometime with this, Claire. Okay, are you still with us? I hope half of you guys are not watching TV and watching this at the same time, and that's why I'm not getting no answers. Right, Claire, do you want to answer us? Is she still with us? See, we ain't got into the new year yet. Claire Plummer. Claire Plummer. Hello, Claire Plummer. Are you still with us? Come in. Don't know where she is. I'm going to say hello to Melissa. Hi, Melissa. Evelyn. Hello, Evelyn. Lovely to have you with us. Jackie Kennedy. There's Lisa Paris. Mary Kershaw. Okay, sorry, I've got to move on then. Please, I would need to know who's here. Right, Mary Kershaw. I'm going to come to Mary. Hi, Mary. Please let us know that you're still here. Or just you can just put yes, if that's okay, Mary. Are you still here? I can see the message, please. Yes. I need to know that she's still here. Hi, Mary. Just say yes. Are you still here? Here. Thank you so much. You've saved my bacon. Talk about bacon. Somebody who's like it. What do you mean it's better than TV? It's better, Catherine. I like that comment, Catherine. Right then, you're going to confuse me. You're right. Mary Kershaw. Right, bacon. It's funny I said bacon because I didn't think that was my words. So I've got a gentleman what loved his bacon butties. Okay, and the bacon egg breakfast. Okay, right, Mary. Let's have a look. Somebody's just gone. Just have a moment's pause, Colin. Right, I've got naval connections or military connections going back, Mary. I know a lot of people have. So those what are going, yeah, well, anybody can say that. If we get it, we've got to give it. Okay, that's the one. Mary, I also want to Mary in spirit because they get me to join me to your name, Mary, and they're telling me somebody else had the same name. Might have even been the middle name of somebody in spirit. Okay. Right. Mary, there's either you or somebody around you is getting a little bit of pressure on the top of their crown chakra, on top of their head. Okay. And we're feeling that little bit of pressure like it's compressing it. I want to say to you from spirit, they're saying it's for a reason. We're containing her, Colin, because she's got sparks flying all over. So we're just containing her a little. It's like, I'm sorry to say this, it's not a very good saying, but it's like spirits put reins on you a little bit, Mary. Because you've got such a fire inside you, you could spark up and go flying off all over the place. So it's like they were doing it for own safety, Colin, tell her, okay? So, and it's not as if they've got reins on reins. They're just getting you to just ease up a little bit, okay? But I want to say to you, as you go through the year, especially as you go towards September, okay, them reins are coming off because you're on a mission. You've got something to do on the planet. Like, everybody's like, I want to say this, guys, from spirit. Everybody's on a mission. It's not exclusive, okay? Everybody's on a mission, and it's we know it's to bring light here. But Mary, September, the rains are going to come off, and you'll be firing on all cylinders. I want April as a month to give you for a birthday, anniversary, etc. I want one in December because they've just pointed behind me to October and then stop me in December. So another specific memory or, sorry, anniversary in December. I'm looking around the in the 20s then, 20th, 22nd, 25th, something like that. But I also want the 17. I've got to give you number 17 of a month as well. Like now they join me back to a number 4, Mary. So there's a number 4 somewhere what sticks. So if you can take them, take them. If not, you'll chuck them to one side, you'll find them. We know you're getting ringing in your ears, like a buzzing in your ears, okay? And they're going, it says, it's okay, it says, and they're laughing, okay? Right. And they're bringing a lot of joy into your life, Mary, okay? A lot of joy and laughter, okay? They're just showing me to one side of you. And they're telling me you are aware of spirit and aware of energies. And as I'm looking at the energies, what they're showing me to your right, to one side, there's a condition. They're saying they're clearing a condition, okay? Well, it's like nothing to be concerned about. It's on the outside to the right of you, from your hip down, okay? So I don't know whether your hip and legs playing up sometimes, but there's a lot of healing going on around there, Mary, okay? I've got to leave. I've got to pull back. Mary, what they're saying is meditation. And they've gone, and stop there, Colin, because you'll know what we're saying. Meditation. Thank you so much, Mary. Right, and I know I'm not going to miss Tandy out, but I've got to go somewhere else first. Let me just fly back. So please, if I do come to you, please let me know that you're here as soon as you can. Penn Turner, Penn, are you still with us, Penn? All right, well, quick, yes, answer yes. I need to have a look at you. Anyway, while we're waiting for this, guys, please, this is going to be a year of preparation. There's going to be a lot of events taking place, a lot, quite major this year. And we're all going to feel some of the effects of it. So please protect your mind. Please protect your heart and your mind. Try not to get drawn into any of the garbage what's out there. Penn Turner, are you still with us? Please let me know. Penn, she is. Yes, thank you so much. Wolf. Right, okay, then first thing I've got a gentleman in the spirit. It looks like he's just stepped out of a farmyard or off the land. Okay. Well, straight away they've just gone straight to my lower legs, Penn. Okay, lower legs and feet. So I know it's either yourself, somebody near you. I wouldn't be surprised if you're sitting next to somebody with this condition. And the bottom of my legs and feet are kind of giving me a bit of jib. It's like they're not bad, but you know, could do with a massage on my muscles and all this sort of thing. Okay, so if you can get hold of somebody just to, you know, tweak these, Pen, please do so, or receive healing. Spirit automatically bringing healing. Now then, for some reason, very clearly, they've taken me up the stairs, and I'm going back sometime, and they've put me into what looks like, it sounds spooky, but it's not, don't worry. What puts me, it looks like a darkened room, and I've had a certain experience in that darkened room, some kind of spiritual experience. I don't want to say spiritual awakening, but it could have been, okay? But the light was present. That's the main thing they're saying. The light was present. So it's got to be yourself or no, it's you. Would you understand this, Pen, where you had some kind of spiritual experience in a room on the second floor, which was upstairs, first floor, ground floor, first floor, okay? Right, because all of a sudden, I can see this blast of light, and I can see very clearly, the presence of spirit all the way around you and around that space, okay? And they was needed, and it's almost like that was the game changer. That changed everything for me. Would you understand it in this form? Because from that moment, my life changed, okay? So I know there's been that specific eureka moment, okay, where it's like, oh, okay, thank you. You're not right. That's what. So pleased, because from that moment, it's almost like I no longer thought in the way I used to think. Okay, and it's like, and from that moment, my perception was different. It changed. Okay, and it's funny because I've got to say this. I'm trying not to, but Spoon's going, go on and say it, Colin. Right. So what we've got is, when we're talking about the light, we're actually talking about clear space. I'm going to let you guys work it all out, okay? Because it takes a long time to get to that point. Light is clarity, okay? So when we experience the light, we experience, it's an experience of clarity, okay? Our mind expands, just like an awakening, because an awakening is a psychic expansion. And then we've got a new sense of clarity in our awareness. Okay. And all this energy is beautiful around you, Pen. Okay. And spirit are absolutely loving this conversation. This is what's taking place at this minute. It's like we're in, yes. Right. So it's like there's still layers to come off, but you know they're coming off anyway, and you're enjoying them. Okay. Some people can handle it, find it a little bit more difficult than others. But in this case, you're kind of got this mindset which is optimistic and positive. It's like, okay, it is what it is, so we'll just keep going. Okay. That's what I wanted to hear, Ben, because I've got this sense of clarity, as if you've got that connection to the spirit world. Okay. Well, you're going to find yourself doing a lot more this year with spirit and publicly, I want to say, Ben. You're going to have to. Okay. Because I'm fully aware, and I want to let everybody know we don't know each other, but I'm fully aware from what Spirit's putting on me. you have got a quite well. There's a profound sense of privacy about you, even though you're on here and we're talking openly. Anyway, and you're just going to have to overcome that little bit of hurdle and just be more visible out there. Okay, and they've just cut me like that and gone. That's enough. That's all I wanted to say, Colin. Thank you so much, Pen. Right then, onwards and is it onwards and upwards or onwards and downwards these days? Kim Princess, hi Kim. Quickly come to Kim. Dancing, Kim. I want somebody. Why do I want to be dancing? Dancing. I've got lots of dancing taking place around you. Okay. I want your guides coming in saying, just say hello to her, Colin, because we've been listening to the conversation. She's been having a conversation the last couple of days with one of her friends about spiritual guides, and I want to write the word spiritual guides. Okay, and you're saying, just say hello to her. We was present. She was correct. The conversation was beautiful, and we wanted to expand on that. Okay, with others, bring other people into your space, Kim, and talk and debate and question everything they're saying. Okay, questioning mind is a healthy mind. You can get locked up for saying that these days, can't you, in England? I think maybe, I don't know. Right then. So this is for yourself, Kim Princess, which is it. Right. So it's your guide again. I've got to give you the color orange, but I also want the fruit orange. And it's like, I also want to take it down to a smaller size that we can, like satsuma or tangerine or something. Okay. But the orange symbolizes wisdom. And I've got the chakras to talk about and meditations on the chakras with you, Kim. Okay. And the colors. Okay. It's like the colors will be what will be. We don't have to say, okay, red to indigo or purple. When we go in there and we're looking at the chakras and the vortices of energy, there can be any color. What ripens into our appearance is the correct one. Okay. As we're talking about this, Kim, and I've got this guide coming in closer and closer, I'm bordering on a trance state because I feel like I'm going into that altered state of awareness or consciousness, and I'm getting closer and closer and closer to those beautiful, subtle planes and subtle waves and vibrations of spirit. Okay. And from there, our mind is drifting, it's ascending, but it's also kind of going in a certain direction. Okay. There's very beautiful energy coming around you, Kim. Please, whatever you do, step into it mentally and energetically. Okay. I know there's a big healing aspect in front of you, and I know you've got this healing capacity by what they're pulling on me, and they're going, but that's okay, that's going to remain. But it's this meditation and this altered state we want to draw you towards, because then those questions, what you've heard about your own state of awareness, will get answered while you're in there. Okay. And they're going, just relax, come with us, everything's okay. All right. This is part handing over, letting go and surrendering. Okay. And taking it. It's funny because we're starting a trance group next week, and I had, for some reason, I had to put it underneath something like Beyond the Veil, something I can't remember. And it's not the new trance course what's starting Wednesday, but it was what I had to write underneath. And this is connected to you as well, Kim. Let spirit take you and draw your way. Okay. You'll find, for some reason they've put me down in America and they've put me in the Caribbean, but like as if I'm in the sea, or the Gulf of Mexico, which is the Gulf of Mexico, not the Gulf of America, by the way. So I'm there. I'm down somewhere there. I've got to relax and surrender. You have, Kim. Lots of love. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, I know we've still got 10 minutes left. That's like an hour, isn't it? That's a lot. Tani, she's here. There she is. Hi, Tani. Hope you're still with us. Hope your eyes are still awake, still open, considering you've been awake all night. For those who have just joined us, it was 45 degrees over where Tani is. Brilliant stuff, isn't it, for some? But it's too hot, isn't it? Okay. Thank you so much, Kim. Lovely to have you with us. Tani. Do you know what? What a beautiful name. Right. Now then, for some reason, Spirit's got me to put my hands together, like locked into a position. So somebody used to sit with their hands in a certain position. Okay. She's here laughing. Right. So somebody used to sit with their hands in a certain position. Tani. Okay. And it's like sometimes, and it's like locked in. And what they're saying is sometimes you feel like you're locked in. And when you're locked in, it's like, oh, I can't be done with this, I can't breathe. I need space. I need to expand. Okay, and open up. Right. For some reason, I've got somebody who used to get quite regular indigestion, and they've used that on my chest. And it's also a reference to food, Tani, right? Okay. Change in diet, food, etc. And when I use the word diet, it doesn't mean say you're going on a diet. I want about reference to food, the diet, the food intake, whatever. So there's going to be change to it. Okay, you'll find it. Let's have a look. You're thinking a lot. They're saying, Colin, she's thinking a lot. She's pausing and thinking. And sometimes she ain't got enough time to think as long as what she wants, because she wants to think deeper on things. They're gonna give you that time. I'm so sorry because somebody's just stepped in. Wow. And he's like, I've just taken my last breath. I'm about to take my last breath and I can see you before I've gone. But I don't think I spoke words to you, Tani. But if I'm this gentleman, which it is a gentleman, and he's very big built, and I can feel the depth of my breath. It's getting very, I don't want to say shallow, but it's like grabbing my chest. And just before he's taking his last one, he saw you, okay? And he's doing something with my eyes because I'm going to really get some clarity going. And then I fade in and I've gone, okay? And he's like, and as he stepped out of me, because he's put that condition on me, now he stepped out away from me. He's just stood strong behind me and he's just picked my energies up to match his. And he's going, right, I've got all my faculties right. I've got all my faculties right, Tani. And he went, and I've got my strength, power. He went, talk about power. He went, when you come to spirit, you can't imagine the power, what we have over this side. And it's like, we're only allowed to share so much with you lot down there because you have to find it out for yourself. And he's going, but we do bring you some, and of course we help you and pick you up. And this is what he's saying to you, Tani. And he's literally overshadowing me at this minute. Okay, and he's got this big grin on his face now, real like woof, big grin, and his face is tightening up with this grin and smile. Okay, and he's going, I've got it, and he's just grabbed you like that. He went, I've got it. Okay, and he went, the year's going to be better. You're going to have a good year this year. Okay, it's going to be a better year for you. All right, and he just put you in a canoe and sent you sailing up the river, and you're going, yay, this is brilliant. Okay, and I've got to pull back, otherwise he'll just want to overtake me completely. Tani, thank you so much. Now then, I'm sorry. Hi, Rish. I want to say hello to Rish. Hi, Rish. Rish, are you still with us? Let's have a look because I want to get to Rish. I've just flashed straight past her. Thank you, Tani. It's been up all night. Philosophy with Rish. Just let's see if Rish is still with us. Like, just want to say hello to Samantha Scott. Hi, Samantha, from Spirit. Okay, I've got your mum here, Samantha, what I believe. Andrea, have we been to Andrea Rees? Clean slate, anyway, Andrea. Rose Sullivan. Oh, I'm feeling I'm so feeling my age right now, old and grumpy. Well, don't worry, you'll be lifted up a bit, Rose, okay? You're not on your own. There's a lot of people, and when I say you'll be lifted up, I don't mean to Spirit. There's a lot of people feeling quite aged, dense, heavy and grumpy, all this sort of thing. Okay, so we've got lovely Fulvia in an hour. Brilliant. So you've got Fulvia coming up in 1 hour's time. So that'll be, where are you now? 8 o'clock in the UK. That'll be 9 o'clock. So say hello to Teresa Hall. Teresa, can I quickly say, I want the name Tom for you, and I want to give you magenta, the colour magenta. I'm still waiting to see if Wish is here. Please meditate with the colour magenta, if you will. Georgina Kemp. Georgina Kemp. Oh, all I can see is, good, I'm coming then, Rest. Georgina Kemp, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, I ain't got time to get around, but Georgina, I've got somebody stepped in very strong around me at this minute I can feel them all over my body, or in that space around me. And I'm waiting for them to give me the condition what they're putting on me, what would identify them here. So I've got a lady, smallish, I'm going to say plumpish, okay, holding your hand, you held her hand, okay? And she's just saying, I'm here, love, I'm here, love, okay? Thank you so much. Have a great day, Georgina. Yes, she can. Thank you. Right, Rish. Oh, Rish, I want to come back to Rish, so I'm just going to fire away. Rish, I feel like I've been in a boxing match, okay? That sort of thing, okay? But I'm laughing because if you've got people behind you in the world of spirit, well, would probably make good boxers, to be honest, boxers. So it's like, okay. And for some reason, I've got to give you Scooby-Doo, Rish. Scooby-Doo and the scene and the ghost and all this lot, where there's, ooh, you know, so somebody's laughing about your path, Rish, because what they're saying is she keeps it light, Colin. She's got a take in her mind where there's a sense of humor about it at the same time as being serious, okay? Which is, but they're going, this is a brilliant balance, what she's got going on, okay? Right. Somebody just said, okay, if there was a boxing match, somebody said, well, we won anyway. So there was like that was good. That went without saying. However, okay, it's like we know there's no winners in the end and there's no losers, obviously. I've got to give her the most beautiful sky blue with a tint of dark blue in it. But when I say dark, it's just a slightly different shade from the lighter blue. It's almost like bordering on turquoise-ish, okay? And it's like, and they're just bathing you in this sky of blue. I love it, what I'm seeing in the colour and the tints and tones, okay? And it's like entering into your auric field, it's coming in, okay? To your field of energy and penetrating from outside inwards. And it's like, and as that comes in, it's like my consciousness starts going up, okay? Rather than, and it's funny because I've got to give you I've got my medallion. I'm doing the alley shuffle. Somebody just done the alley shuffle with my feet, Rich. Okay. You probably remember or see the alley. If you don't remember it, you can find it. The alley shuffle with his feet. It was like sting like, what was it? Oh, some sting, dance like a butterfly, sting like a bee. That was the one. Okay. And that's what they're giving you, Rich. But with so much love and laughter, they're laughing their heads off. A guide again is coming in. We're going to have to do one of these evenings with just guides coming in, because they're drawing closer and closer to the world, to all of us. Right. Watch where you get pulled to certain letters, Rish, will you please? Like 3 or 4 letters, and it's an abbreviation of something, but it's going to catch your eye, and you're going to, oh, hang on, let me just investigate that. And just before I pull back, I've got to give you herbs, Rish. Spirit are bringing lots of herbs. It's like, I want herbal tea, but I want to mix some of them, and I want to put that with that and that with that and drink it. And no, I don't know, wash my ear in it. God knows what's going on. Okay. I've got a Native American Indian. I was going to say Radiant, but she's pulled me. She went Native American Indian, female, okay, dressed in the most gorgeous outfit, as in from them, you know, from that period of time. The brightness of the white and the colours, the reds and the blues and the greens, all embroidered in on this dress. Somebody's just got, she knows the other guys. We're not going to give her the other guys because she already knows, and there's others. We know that. Okay. Watch the clock. There's a certain time you remember, somebody just said. You know what they're saying? Perfect, Rich. On that note, I've got to say thank you. Lots of love. Now, I don't know whether Stacey's going to draw me to a close or whether she's going to let me go on for a bit longer. It's up to Stacey. I'm happy to go on if Stacey allows it. I don't know if there's time, space. Have we got time, Stacey, or are you fed up? Let's have a look. Patrick, hi, Patrick. 2 buses. I just spotted it. Oh, I can go on if you want. Well, if everybody's okay, we'll keep going. Patrick, 2 buses. Oh, brilliant. Patrick, we're going to need a full train. Anyway, so I can't say too much about Patrick because I know he's been away. He might even still be away. I don't know. But clearly a spirit around you, wherever you are, Patrick. Okay. There's a look. And the hands, they want the hands. Tell me about your hands, Patrick. My hands are on fire. Okay. And he's like, I need to send it somewhere. I need to do something with it. Okay. Right. Let's have a look. And again, I've got a gentleman in spirit just tipping his hat to you. Very polite, respectful gentleman, Patrick, tipping his hat to you. Okay, and it looks like he's either your father or grandfather. And he kind of minded his own business. He respected everybody and respected everybody else's way of thinking. He could have a conversation with people, and he wasn't easily offended because he respected their opinion as well. And what he's saying is there's a challenge going on at the minute for some minds, not so much yours, Patrick. There's a challenge going on at the minute, especially on the F, and this is more philosophical for all of us, I think. And he's going, people are so easily offended by somebody else's opinion, but they don't have a problem speaking their own opinion. And this is where we should start looking at ourselves a little bit more and go, okay, Patrick, you've got them giving me philosophy now. So opening it up, I want a flying saucer, Patrick, and I've got to give you it as a flying saucer. So we know it connects to extraterrestrials and other worlds and other dimensions. Okay. And they've just gone, that's going to ascend. That's going to get more around him, Colin. He's going to be more involved in it. Okay. There's that one. So thumbs up. Somebody's just giving you thumbs up, Patrick. Melissa, I'm here. Would love a wee reading. So I don't want to say that you're Scottish then by that, Melissa. But Melissa, let's come to you quickly, if I may. I want the name Carol or Caroline around you. Okay. Oh, bless her. I've got a lady what hung on till the end before she went over to spirit, Melissa. Okay. It's like I was waiting. She said, I was waiting, Colin. I was just waiting. I was lingering. I could have gone, but I didn't. I just waited. Okay. Because there's somebody else waiting to come and see me before I went, and that person got to them. Okay. So I hope you can understand the person, who this person is, and who the person it was who got to this lady, Melissa. Okay. Wow. And I'm going back some years because she just said, we don't do our dirty washing in public. Yeah. Well, you know, the world's changed now, isn't it? Everybody seems to, well, not everybody. Too much dirty washing being done in public these days, as far as I'm concerned. But it's making a mess out there as well. Melissa, I want to keep with Melissa because there's a gentleman coming around you, Melissa. Okay. I don't know if you've got glasses on, but he's lifting his glasses up to look at you. Okay. And it's like, okay. I'll sit and I'll think about what you've just said, and then I'll reply once I've thought about it long enough. Okay. Hi, Melissa. So it's like, okay. And then his opinion would be brought forward. And it was like, whether people agreed with it or not, that was his opinion. It was fact, end of, and we move on. And it's about letting go and not holding on. It's not about holding on to the past or traumas or anything like that. It's about the speed of letting go mentally. It's like, okay, just let go. Just let go. That's happened. It's gone. So with, and that brings the mind closer to the present. And as I'm standing in the present, it's like a swirling mass of energy, as if I'm standing in a spiral of energy around me, and it's going from my feet up to above my crown in this V shape, this swirling mass of energy. And it's like, I'm just going to be at peace. Like the world's in chaos, but I'm just going to see it and I'm going to continue to be at peace. And it's like, it's needed. That peace is needed for everybody. So thank you so much. Absolutely love it. Thank you, Melissa. Austin. Oh, hang on. Somebody wants to get to Austin. Was it Austin? Austin Charles. Hello, Austin. Are you still with us? Oh, somebody's determined to get to you, Austin. I hope you're still here. We'll give it another 5 minutes with these readings, if that's okay, guys. Austin, please let us know that you're here. Austin. I want to say Houston, we've got a problem. Austin, Texas. Please let us know. Okay, if he is, I'll come back to him. I'll just keep flying through. Butterfly, where's she gone? Ascending Butterfly. Hello, Ascending Butterfly. I love that. That's beautiful, isn't it? Ascending Universal Butterfly. He sums us all up. Sometimes it just feels like like lead weight what we're trying to get off the ground. Ascending. Okay, last 5 minutes. Just let us know if you're with us. Anybody still with us? Please say yes, and I'm going to see if Spirit present for you. Jackie Kennedy, Georgina Kemp, go on. Let's have a look. Colin Thomas, Rose Sullivan, Kerry Mitchell. Ascending Plus Fight. Yes, she's still here. Hello. Oh, I'm so pleased you're here. Writings and books, books, specifically books. I've just been shown a book where somebody placed, and I know this is as clear as anything. I'm watching somebody's hands open a book, and inside is a small rose, a dried rose, and it's been pressed in the book. So I know there's a memory with this rose, what was in a book, and the literature in the book is very informative on that subject. It's okay, I'm just pulling myself. I'm very informative on that subject in that book. Well, most books are very informative on that subject, aren't they? So I don't know why they've said that to me. However, it's something to do with, wow, I want to say illiterate, because many years ago, and I'm taking me back to Victorian years, the society was quite illiterate, most of society globally, until education system came into play. Okay, so I've got writing and a lot of poetry. I've got that going. Thank you so much, because I've got a very strong Victorian connection going around with you. Okay, and this has been ongoing. However, it's like I'm feeling some of the feelings of those less fortunate for me. And I'm not talking about rings a bell. I'm not talking about having empathy. Sorry to anybody. This is more than empathy. This is really profoundly sensing with the soul that there are so many less fortunate than ourselves. And we're probably classed as less fortunate than others who might be deemed as, might think they're more fortunate than us. So it's a full cycle of stuff going on. But in this respect, we're going back to the Victorian age. And it's like, okay, I've got it. What somebody's saying here broadly is we've got respect and gratitude for where we're at the moment. Okay. Compared, and we know we shouldn't compare, but in comparison to, let's say, 100 years ago, and the conditions of the world at that time. Okay. And they know you have these thoughts. Ascending universal butterfly. They know that you have they know you have these thoughts. Okay. Now then, on a slightly different note, there's been flickering lights around you because they say we're playing up with the lights, Colin. Just let her know. All right. There's some kind of hospital or doctor's appointment in front of me there, and they're saying, tell her not to worry. Whoever that's connected to, it's okay. It'll be in and out and sorted and gone. Okay, we'll be around that condition, they're saying. Okay, I want March. They're taking me into June and July as anniversaries. Okay, and I definitely want the 22nd because I can see the number 2 as clear as anything. So, and I've got to leave it at that. So thank you so much. I think we're nearly drawing to a close now, everybody. Thank you so much. Let me just check, see if Spirit wants to. Shaz, we're going to say hello to Shaz from Spirit. Hi, Shaz. Melissa Callahan. Melissa, lovely to have you with us. Just as a quick footnote, guys, we do trance healing sessions. Melissa Callahan organises, absolutely beautiful mind, organises trance healing sessions. Please, if you do, check out Menorca Consciousness Group. Get in touch with us. We've got so much on and coming on. If you're interested in any of it, there's 3 courses starting next week. We've got the channeling course starting Monday. It's all open for people if they want to book. Channeling, trance on Wednesday, and mediumship course, all 7-week courses, all starting next week. If anybody's interested, you're more than welcome to join us. And they're paid events, but we're also blessed that there's lots of events on. Trance Healing Clinic, Open Circles with Sue Townsend, The daily meditations at 5 o'clock with Pauline Barnfather are back on. We've got Annie Claire, Trish. We've got tomorrow. We've got Well Priest meditation with Colette. So these are, just check us out and join us, guys. Let's make the world a better place. And finally, the letting go session tomorrow. And I think that's about it. So thank you so much for joining us. Lots of love to everybody. If I was more daring, I'd have kept going for the hour for the next hour until what do you call it here. But Pamela Greater, Colin Thompson, Marcus, hi Marcus, thanks for joining us. Lovely to have you. Nikki Soz, what are you Soz for? So Catherine Johnson, sorry we didn't get to Austin Charles, bless him. Kerry Mitchell, etc. Thank you so much. Thank you to Stacey, thank you to Veronica. Hope Veronica's having a beautiful, peaceful time. And if I can say anything, please, guys, remember the Year of the Horse starts in February. Get hold of that fire. Get yourself some horsepower for the year. Don't worry about what's going on. No, don't worry about what's going on in the world. Please don't get too drawn into it. Remember, few people on the planet have got the full picture of what's really going on, because it's like a Russian doll. There's dolls within dolls within dolls, and nobody's got the full picture. Apart from spirit. So please be cautious when you're getting drawn into all this media and news and all this what's going on. Hold your light, let it shine. And from us, we'll see you on Menorca Consciousness Group, and we'll see you again with Stacey and Veronica here on Universal Spiritualism. Thank you so much. Take care and lots of love.